Hello, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. And just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, today the wind is blowing hard, which may drop the audio. The magpies are going insane for some reason, so you may be hearing squawking and squealing, and the maintenance people are around the swimming pool. So what I have today is basically the trifecta of distractions. I'm sorry about that, but again, these 5-minute motivators, being what they are meant to give you some information on a consistent basis, but something that you can digest in a short period of time. So therefore, let's see if we can get through these distractions. Okay, so today is part 7 of developing a personal competitive advantage, and the 6th behavior that I would like to talk about is this: gratitude, being grateful. Now, why is this part of a personal competitive advantage? It causes a difference in your psyche. I'll give you an example of what I mean by gratitude. Have you ever lost a toenail? If you have, how hard was it to walk until that toenail grew back? It was painful. How many of you have ever given gratitude for toenails? How many of you have ever sat and thought for a second about how wonderful it is to have eyes or ears, or I should say sight and hearing? But gratitude does not have to be large items, large things. Gratitude can be some of the smaller things that happen to you on a daily basis. Somebody let you out in traffic, be grateful. And more than that, pay it forward. The next time you have the chance to let somebody out, do so. The notion of gratitude, as Zig Ziglar said, oh my goodness, decades ago, developing an attitude of gratitude, that notion of gratitude sets us up for greater success. It opens us up to being able to absorb greater things in our life. So with that, let's talk about a couple things that we can do on a daily basis to develop a personal competitive advantage using gratitude. One of the first things we can do is start the day off correctly. Now, I know I've mentioned this in other 5-minute motivators. I set my alarm for 4:30 and another alarm for 4:32. I don't sleep for those 2 minutes. What I do is when I open up my eyes at 4:30 to shut off the first alarm, I spend 2 minutes in gratitude. Now, being a Roman Catholic, I have a certain God that I'm grateful for. You each have your own God or your own universal presence that you're grateful for. You do what you're comfortable with, but I spend 2 minutes in gratitude. Then I'll get out of bed. And I have to tell you that 2 minutes sets the day. It sets the tone of the day for good things to happen. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, ultimately, we can give gratitude to anything that we want. Positive and negative situations are our own internal tag that we give to certain things. Consequently, we can be grateful for everything. Wallace Wattles, in his, I believe it was a 1912 book entitled The Science of boy, I forgot the title of it. Isn't that something? And I've read it about 17 times. I believe it was called The Science of Getting Rich. He said, be grateful for everybody and everything in your life, even the negative things, because they've all contributed to your growth. So, if that happened, and it was The Science of Getting Rich, good book actually, I'll probably have it above my head floating somewhere. If he says that about everything in your life, positive and negative, it kind of sets us up to believe that everything should in fact be positive, that there are no negatives, because everything has contributed to our growth. The whole notion behind gratitude, folks, is the fact that we should be thankful, and be thankful for everything, and be thankful for everything that happens in our life. I'd like you to consider this point. I'd like you to do your own research on gratitude. I will tell you this. There are very few things over the past, say, 20 years that have changed my life. One of them is doing heavy research on gratitude. Gratitude has changed the way I've looked at the world. It may help you also. This is Bill Shaka thanking you for attending yet another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator, and I look forward to seeing you in the next edition, hopefully without all this sun. Hey, don't forget, like, share, comment, and don't forget, 5 Minute Motivator membership is coming up soon. See ya.